Hello to all my delectable friends. Welcome back. So as you guys can see, I have a bunch of different Bannetons. And what I am going to be doing today, and also my boy Bucky, what he will be doing today is helping me make a bunch of dough to put into all of these different shape baskets. I'm going to let you guys know what the recommended weight in grams of dough that needs to go into all of these different shapes. For the rounds or the bowls, I have the 5-inch, the 7-inch. This is the one I use to make all my bread bowls for soup. I have a 8-inch round, and I have a 9.5-inch round. I also have a 6.5-inch oval, a 8-inch oval, and a 10-inch oval. With the help of Bucky, make a bunch of dough to put in here. I will show you what they each look like and how much grams I have of dough in each of these. Bucky and I are going to get started on making a bunch of dough to get into these Bannetons. All right, I am back. Anyways, I will let you know the size of it and how much dough that you should probably, I would say, would be the max that you put into each Banneton, because you do want a little room, as you can see here, for that dough to expand. This is the 5-inch one, and I don't want to put in more than 325 grams of dough. With the 7-inch Banneton, I would not put in, more than 850 grams of dough. 8-inch here, we can put in no more than 1,100 grams of dough. Now, with the 9.5-inch Banneton here, you do not want to put in, I would say, more than 1,300 grams of dough. Now, on with the oval. This is the 6.5 oval Banneton, and I would not put in more than 400 grams. As far as the 8-inch, we do not want to put in more than 950 grams of dough. Last but not least, and there are other sizes. I think the 5-inch would be the smallest as far as what you could buy on the market for Bannetons. And I know that there's 12-inch Bannetons, 14-inch Bannetons. I don't have those. There's no need for me to have those. If you do have them, it's something you'll just have to play around with to know exactly how much dough can go into it. Now, this 10-inch one, I would not do more than 1,100 grams. Look at that jiggle. Isn't that beautiful? But I would not do more than 1,100 grams, or else it's just going to overflow. And when you put it out, you're going to have a little indent in your sourdough. That's not what you want, especially if you're going to be either selling it or giving it away to friends and family. You want it to look beautiful. So these are my recommended weight in grams for these sizes and shapes of Bannetons. Now, you could always go smaller. That's, put less dough. It's up to you. But as far as these numbers that I gave you, I would say these are the maximum. I would not go any more than that. You could probably do another 25 grams if you have, that's all you have left. Throw it in. It's not going to ruin it. But I would stick to around these numbers as far as maximums, and you will come out with some beautiful doughs. Anyways, I will be back tomorrow morning to show you how much my dough has risen. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see you in a second. But for me, I'll see you tomorrow. It is the next day, and these have all cold proofed. I am getting them ready to start baking in the oven. But I just wanted to show you really quick what they look like once you have the appropriate amount of dough in the Bannetons, the different sized Bannetons, and once that you stitch them up and they cold proof, they expand some in the refrigerator. So you can see it does fill it up. There is just a smidge more of room, but it does come up above, not too much. So this is the perfect height as far as all the different sizes. You can see barely comes over the brim of the Banneton. Show you all these really quick. Now the ovals, they are kind of a pain in the butt. I did say on the 10-inch that 1100 would be good. That's usually what I put in, but if you're new to this, you might want to stick with like 1,000 grams. It does go over more than all the rest of them. But as you can see with the other ones, they don't come up that much on the ovals. It's just that 10-inch one. So yeah, you can go down to 1,000 grams on the 10-inch. But I just wanted you to see how nice they proof in the baskets as long as you have the correct or approximate weight in grams of dough in your Bannetons. So I hope this helps you guys. Like I said, all you have to do is, if you want to know what size Banneton you have, just take a tape measure from the outside edge to the outside of the other side edge. These are for me, so it's okay that the tape measures touching the dough. I'm not giving these away. That's how you would measure your Bannetons. And then if it's the oval, you would measure the long way to get the size. So anyways, if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave it down in the comment section below. And I really, truly hope each and every one of you have a wonderful day, and I'll chat with you guys later. Everyone take care.